Show me, show me.
It's official. Silent and low-key billionaire Joseph Okafor, better known as Jowizaza, is off the market, and the woman to finally capture his heart is no other than Melanie, a gorgeous mixed-race girl. The secret lover surprised Nigerians in a low-key traditional wedding ceremony on November 28. Only a couple of years back, Jowizaza rose to prominence for his stupendous wealth and was famous for tensioning Nigerian women with his unmarried status. As a man who would easily rank as 10 over 10, the now 39-year-old socialite had millions of beautiful, accomplished women falling all over themselves just for him. It was only a matter of time before the battle for Jowizaza's heart intensified. BB Naija star Mercy Eke and socialite Sophia Egboeje fought dirty on social media over who the chosen woman was. But you all know that saying, if you have to fight over him, maybe you're not the one. And this couldn't be clearer after the Anambra's most eligible bachelor got hitched officially, and his newly wedded wife is neither Sophia nor Mercy Eke. Jowizaza! Love the man! He's finally off the market. Dude's got a high body count, man, with a consistent taste for yellow women. Pity all the girls that were dreaming of marrying him. Kaya mata they feel wella. A fan reacted, well, without digressing, who is the beautiful woman who captured the heart of the billionaire and got him to say I do? And how are Mercy Eke and co reacting to their ex-boyfriend's wedding?
The first time you visited my place with our friend here, I could tell as a prophet. I said, good Lord, she's the one. Somebody said she's the one.
She's the one.
I feel like prophesying right now. Somebody said she's the one.
She's the one.
What's good, guys? It's Tico here for African Glitz.
When naming some of the youngest billionaires from the southeastern part of Nigeria, 39-year-old businessman Joseph Okafor, popularly known as Jowizaza, often tops the lists. The prominent oil magnate from Ekulobia in Anambra State comes from a long lineage of generational wealth made in the Nigerian oil and gas sector. According to reports, the master's degree holder from the Kelly College of Business is the proud CEO of Jesco Oil and Jesco Lubricants, an affluent oil and gas empire founded by his father, Joseph Okafor Sr. in the 70s. While still debatable, many argue that Joey boasts an estimated net worth of about $74.6 million, which, if we had to guess, would explain the sprawling wealth and ostentatious lifestyle he loves showing off on Instagram and Snapchat. The billionaire reportedly owns a home running into £8 million in a wealthy neighborhood in London. Besides enjoying a flamboyant lifestyle, the affluent businessman is quite a lover of exotic cars. It's no surprise that Joey owns a fleet of cars, many of which are on display in the garage of his mansion at Chevron Drive, Lekki, Lagos. Among his favorite personal cars are the Brabus G-Wagon, a Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC, a Bentley Continental GT, a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and a Lamborghini Aventador. Like many rich kids, Jowizaza is not based in Nigeria, but rather a citizen of the world. The gentle-moving billionaire is close friends with equally accomplished billionaire business people like Obinna Iegbu, also known as Obi Kubana, Kubana Chief Priest, and E-Money, who keep him entertained during his trips to Nigeria. When he's not hanging out with the boys, Jowizaza is famous for enjoying the company of beautiful women, many of which he has dated over the years. The billionaire has undoubtedly led an exciting love life since he gained prominence in the Nigerian media. Joey's heavy pockets, tall, dark, and handsome, made him the most attractive man among the ladies, and we dare say, the most eligible bachelor in Nigeria. Not only on social media but in real life, ladies had no problem declaring themselves available to the billionaire, who put on quite a show during Obi Kubana's mother's burial in 2021.
The arrival of Joey.
It's no surprise that Joey has been linked to not one, but at least 3 high-profile women in Nigeria. According to reports, 28-year-old socialite Sophia Chinwe Egboeje, famous for her dynamic modeling and influencing brand, is among the many women who enjoyed a romantic relationship with the billionaire. While it's not clear when their romance took off officially, there are rumors it didn't last very long and most likely ended in 2020. Although the stunning model equally from Anambra, precisely from Idemili North, Joey dumped the Covenant University graduate for a once-upon-a-time bestie, Mercy Eke, who you may have heard snatched him. In October of 2021, Joey's relationship with the Big Brother Naija Season 4 winner caused a massive stir on social media after popular gossip account Cutie Juice broke the news that something was brewing between the couple. Later, in an expose published by The Wheel on November 1, it was revealed that Mercy Eke and the billionaire started dating just before her 28th birthday. Not only was Joey rumored to have sponsored her expensive trip to Marrakesh in Morocco around that time, but also a star-studded birthday bash that shut down Tika restaurant in Lagos. The Wheel magazine gathered from investigations that Jowizaza allegedly dumped Sophia after she introduced Mercy to him while on an outing together, causing the end of their relationship. Despite losing a friend, the Queen of Highlights focused on her relationship with Jowizaza, who reportedly spoiled her silly with money and the good things of life, many of which she flaunts as the fruit of her hard work and also the handiwork of an anonymous secret admirer. It was about the same time people noticed cracks in the long-term relationship between Sophia Egboeje and the BB Naija graduate. Fans noticed Sophia didn't wish Mercy Eke a happy birthday, and the BB Naija star in return refused to extend a party celebration to Sophia. Pictures of Jowizaza and Mercy vacationing in Marrakesh began to surface, and prying eagle's eyes began adding and subtracting after the billionaire posted a video of Mercy on his Snapchat that he later deleted to avoid suspicion. Of course, many dragged Lambo mercilessly over her new man, while others hoped the relationship would lead to the altar. I pray he marries her. After all, he's single. Abeg, Mercy, chop better big fish, no cap. Another user prayed. Sadly, months passed and the high-profile couple showed no sign of heading to the altar. Even worse, they had no reason to keep hiding their romance from the public, as it appeared Joey had moved on with another woman. In March of 2022, Jowizaza and his new woman were spotted at an event hosted by Anambra Governor Charles Soludo alongside some political office holders. Not only were they sitting together, but the lovebirds left the event together, sparking speculations that things might be getting serious between them. While social media was growing wild, the popular gossip account Gist Lover reported that Joey and Mercy Eke were no longer together after he dumped her for a new woman named Cherry. That's not all. The gossip account made a shocking revelation that media girl Toke Makinwa was part of the rat race for the billionaire's heart until he dumped her for Sophia Egboeje, who got dumped for Lambo. Interestingly, this got under the skin of Sophia Egboeje, who had been trying to keep calm for months, so much so that she broke her silence and replied to those labeling her an escort to Jowizaza, sharing old photos of her and the young businessman with the caption, "Highest paid escort in Nigeria." Some of y'all can be so hateful. Maybe try not settling for less in a relationship so you can relate and not confuse living a soft life for an escort. Love and light always. Unlike Sophia, Mercy Eke moved on quietly, leaving her ex-boyfriend to enjoy the latest woman in life. Unfortunately, the romance did not last very long, possibly because Joey eventually met one woman he believes is truly special to him. Taking everyone completely by surprise on November 28, videos of the billionaire and businessman tying the knot to his bae, Melanie, surfaced on the internet. The traditional wedding was held in a private ceremony attended only by close relatives and friends. The traditional rites captured the beautiful bride offering a cup of drink to Jowizaza, symbolizing a recognition of him as a husband in front of her family. While the groom was casually dressed with a face cap, his bride, Melanie, donned a more traditional outfit that blended modern elegance with traditional Igbo styles, making the occasion both culturally significant and a tad glamorous.
Show me.
According to unconfirmed reports, the couple had celebrated their court wedding earlier at Cubana Chief Priest's restaurant, The Angels Hotels in Enugu. 3 days before their wedding, Joey went all out to celebrate Melanie's birthday, proving that he loves his woman and would do anything to see her happy.
Letter E. Can we give her a supersonic S? Can we give her a unicorn U? Now can we give her a superlative X? What's the word? Jesus! Oh my God!
The lavish yet simple occasion was graced by friends of the billionaire, including A.Y. Makun, who gave a speech and bragged that he knew Melanie was the one from the get-go.
Yeah, and of course, we're going to be toasting to this wonderful celebrant. I don't need a fortune teller to let me know that she's a woman of substance. I don't need a fortune teller to let me know that she's a woman of integrity.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Yes. The first time you visited my place with our friend here, I could tell as a prophet. I said, good Lord, she's the one. Somebody said, she's the one.
She's the one.
I feel like prophesying right now. Somebody said, she's the one.
She's the one.
Two reaction. Intention and temptation. Just going to be in progression. Just in proportion to your promotion. Leave every evil communication. Get a good conception. And be a minister in this administration. With this collaboration, you get a distinction. Not in subtraction, but in addition. Somebody say, As I was prophesying, the Lord said to me, give your car keys to AY right now. Somebody give your car keys.
At the time of scripting, very little is known of Melanie except that she's of a mixed race. This has only intensified questions about why Jowizaza picked her out of many beautiful and accomplished women. Like everyone else, gossip blogger Cutie Jules asked, I don't understand something. I thought they said enough usually have specs. Or does their spec for groovy differ from their spec for wife ni? Sophie has more big yash. Lambo has done big yash. But the lady Joey married never do big yash. Nah. As expected, news that Anambra's most eligible bachelor is off the market has sparked mixed reactions online. There are also speculations that a lavish white wedding for the couple is loading. This is because Eziokafor family are known for throwing loud parties, as they did in November 2023 for the 3-in-1 wedding of Joey's younger sister, Ada, in Asaba. A month before Ada shut down Asaba, the senior Eziokafor and founder of Jesco Oil shut down Ekulobia in Aguata local government area of Anambra State for his 69th birthday. So why not Joey? Reacting on Instagram, one user wrote, men will use other women and marry a certain type, but some women fail to learn. One wrote, and he left all the BBL girls to marry a girl with ordinary yash. This life not just balance. While social media users were more concerned about who Jowizaza ended up with, Delta State Governor Aide Osai Ovie's success shamed the billionaire businessman for wearing a face cap and a black shirt while receiving prayers during his traditional marriage. Ovie further lamented that having money is not a recipe for disrespecting elders and traditions. This act is considered an insult in our culture. especially during significant events like marriage introduction and bride price payment. Furthermore, Jowizaza's decision to wear black instead of traditional Igbo attire is disrespectful to our heritage. In Igbo land, it is customary for the groom to wear traditional attire, not pure black, which is often associated with mourning, he wrote. The governor's aide also criticized the elders who refused to correct the billionaire's actions at the event. Surprisingly, we have heard nothing from the groom's ex-girlfriends, including Mercy AK. As a matter of fact, the reality star's last post on Instagram was captioned, "Working hard and staying soft." Tell us guys, what do you think about Jowizaza's wedding at 39? Are you surprised it didn't marry stunning Sophia Egweje or Mercy AK? Do you think he's getting married now because he has found the right one? Do you agree with those saying his spec for wife is different from his spec for girlfriends? Finally, what do you think of how the businessman dressed for his own wedding? Was it disrespectful? Or is it a minor or a simple lifestyle?
Let's head to the comment section to share our opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your loved ones. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. It's Tikkud here, and I'll see you again soon.
I'm a businessman in Nigeria. I'm in the electricity business. I own power plants. I generate presently about 15% of the electricity need for Nigeria. I have Chinese engineering companies that work for me. I'm building almost completed by January, by the grace of God.
On October 15, 2024, Dr. Adedeji Adelek, the billionaire father of music superstar Davido, made headlines after he gave a moving speech at a conference in Maryland, USA, where he confirmed that he is building the biggest power plant in Nigeria. The businessman, a devout Christian and a member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, revealed that God has been instrumental in his multi-billion-dollar project. According to the 67-year-old tycoon, an unnamed government official in Nigeria tried to stop the 1,250 megawatt project worth $2 billion, approximately 3.4 trillion naira. He explained the official tried to block the permit for the project even though the power plant would boost electricity in the country. At some point, Dr. Adeleke's Chinese partner gave up, but he promised that the God he worshipped would rescue him and make the project a reality. Just as he had faith, the business tycoon revealed that one day he received a call from the Minister of Power, who happened to be the boss of the government official trying to block the project. The corrupt official was apparently flown to Germany due to his poor health. The billionaire didn't stop here, as he announced that the power plant would kickstart operations in January 2025.
My new power plant, that will be the biggest thermal plant in Nigeria, it's a 1,250 megawatts power plant, will become operational in January.
It's no longer news that Dr. Adedeji Adelek is the head of the prominent Adeleke family in Ede, Osun State. Besides Davido, who has famously put the family on the global map courtesy of his trailblazing music career. The Adelekes are known in Nigeria for their wealth, influence, power, and rare business acumen. However, as a discreet billionaire who prefers to fly under the radar, many people have often wondered how rich Dr. Adedeji Adelek is. Is he the wealthiest man in Osun State? If the 67-year-old tycoon is casually building a $2 billion power plant, how much more investment does he own in Nigeria? How much are they worth? And what is his actual net worth? Well, we know you have same questions, and we have all the answers as always. So sit back as we give you all the tea about Davido's silent billionaire father.
Because I had a studio in the house in Nigeria. He didn't know. That was too big. It's like 20-something rooms. You understand? I had a full in by my room. I've set up, but he never came. He goes straight to his room. So if he wanted to see me, he always called me up. But he just never knew I had a studio. I had people come in, would be recording, sneaking out, going to the club, coming back drunk, recording. My dad is upstairs, not knowing that I'm doing music.
What's good, guys? It's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Nigerian businessman and industrialist Dr. Adedeji Adelek isn't just another silent billionaire in Nigeria. The business magnate had gained prominence for forming part of what Nigerians call the three wealthy musketeers, revolutionizing the business landscape in the country, which includes two of his bosom friends, Femi Otedola and Aliko Dangote. Unlike Dangote and Otedola, who seem to revel and bask in media attention, Adeleke has always preferred a low-key, humble lifestyle and avoids media attention and controversies. But as you may have guessed, this has not diminished his wealth or business acumen. Adedeji Adelek was born on March 6, 1957 in Enugu State to a Yoruba Muslim father, the late Chief Razak Okoya, and an Igbo Christian mother, the late Esther Nnenna Adeleke ni Akpara. Deji's father was a trained nurse, a titled man, and a political heavyweight in Osun State, which may explain Adeleke's interest in politics to this day. In his lifetime, he was the Vice President of the United Labour Congress of Nigeria, the Director of the Organization of the Federal Labour Advisory Council, and the Chairman. Just a few years after he was conferred with the title of Balogun of Ede, the late chief was elected senator in 1979. Deji's father was married twice, and his mother, the late Mrs. Nne Esther Adeleke, was his father's second wife. As you may have guessed, young Deji was raised in Enugu until the Nigerian Civil War, and he received primary and secondary education in various parts of Nigeria. After he completed his West African School certificate in 1975, the business tycoon worked briefly at the Federal Ministry of Education until 1976 when he relocated to the US to get his first degree in finance from Western Kentucky University, Bowling Green, Kentucky, USA. Following his graduation in 1979, the billionaire completed his master's degree in business administration (MBA) in 1981. Between 1981 and 1983, Adedeji Adelek enrolled for his doctoral degree at Pacific Columbia University, Mills Valley, California, where he bagged a PhD degree in international business. Following his graduation, the money magnate returned to Nigeria to start his company, which grew successful over the years. In 2007, the billionaire enrolled for his second doctoral degree in business administration (DBA) at the University of Phoenix, Arizona, which he completed in 2010. With such an impressive educational profile, it's no surprise the billionaire settled down with Dr. Veronica Imade Adeleke, who was also a devout member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Dr. Vero Adeleke was a lecturer at Babcock University, an institution owned by the Adventists. She fell in love and married Adedeji Adelek in the late 1980s. They were reportedly together for about 15 years before her heartbreaking death in 2003. Their first child was Sharon Adeleke, and their second was renowned singer Davido. Veronica gave birth to Davido while living in Atlanta, Georgia. At the time, she was 29 years old. She became remarkably close to her son and played a role in his eventual love for music. She passed away on March 6, 2003. She was said to have died from a cardiac arrest on her husband's 40th birthday. At the time, she was 39 years old. Davido, on the other hand, was 10 years old, a few months shy of his 11th birthday. Years after Dr. Veronica's sad passing, the billionaire remarried Adedeji Adelek, who, as many have guessed, was never spotted with him publicly. According to reports, the childless marriage hit the rocks 3 years later. Close sources claim that Deji and Teju tried to make the marriage work. However, the marriage was dead on arrival, perhaps because the billionaire still hadn't gotten over his ex-wife, or Teju didn't fit into the large, loud, and ostentatious wealthy family. The couple were officially divorced in November 2015 at a state high court in Ede, Osun State. At the time, the marriage dissolution sparked reactions after the presiding judge barred journalists from covering the divorce proceedings, causing many to wonder if the billionaire wanted privacy or if he was trying to hide the messy details of the marriage. Interestingly, Dr. Adeleke moved on very quickly. As of May 2022, the popular gist lover blog claimed that it was dating US-based model Faith Moray and was the one bankrolling a lavish, luxurious lifestyle. Governor Ademola Adeleke, the present governor of Osun State, is the younger brother of Dr. Adedeji Adelek. The politicians initially took over the Osun West senatorial seat in 2017 after his brother Isiaka passed. After much tussle, Ademola, famously known as the Dancing Senator, was sworn in as governor in November 2022. Governor Ademola credits Davido's father for his victory. Today, Deji Adeleke sits across the board of several blue-chip companies as the proud chairman of Pacific Holdings Limited, a diversified conglomerate based in Lagos, Nigeria. The company boasts investments across sectors like oil and gas, entertainment, education, banking, civil engineering, energy and power generation, manufacturing, agriculture, trading, freight services, and real estate. Deji Adeleke founded Pacific Holdings in December of 1983 with a drilling company. Having expanded over the years, the conglomerate has restructured and streamlined into two major companies with investments in freight services and energy power generation industry. The company owns 3 power plants: the Omotosho Power Point, the Olorunshogo Power Plant, and the Ajibandele Power Plant. Pacific Energy acquired the Olorunshogo Power Plant Phase 1 in March 2014. The power generation station in Ogun State operates an open-cycle gas turbine using natural gas as its fuel source. The Omotosho Power Plant is in Ondo State and operates an open-cycle gas turbine power plant. The Ajibandele Power Plant is still under construction, and when it kicks into operation in January 2025, it will be the biggest power plant in Nigeria. Pacific Holdings also owns Pacific Merchant Bank and an exclusive residential and commercial real estate portfolio nationwide. The company is equally a major player in the freight haulage sector, boasting over 500 flatbed trailers, trucks, and an unrivaled staff strength. In addition, the company owns the reputable Adeleke University in Ede, Osun State, on which Dr. Adeleke serves as the Pro-Chancellor. With such an impressive business portfolio, including the $2 billion power plant project under construction, many have argued that the 67-year-old industrialist might be the wealthiest man from his state. According to reports, the businessman is currently worth about $900 million. When his new power plant begins operations, his net worth is predicted to double, putting him on the Forbes list of top billionaires in Nigeria. By many metrics, the Adeleke family would also easily rank as the most affluent and wealthiest family from Osun State, going by their enduring legacy that will undoubtedly outlive them all. To many people, the billionaire is just another lucky Nigerian who stumbled upon wealth or got rich quickly due to corruption. But this is not the case. The powerful businessman is well educated and built his company from ground up, combining his wealth of work experience and university education to become successful in business. Music superstar Davido was not joking when he styled himself as Omo Baba Oluwo.
Now that's who will pay for all these drinks. These drinks? Yeah.
Live is blessed.
The singer's father, Dr. Adeleke, isn't just stinkingly rich, but enjoys living a luxurious lifestyle on a low key. This often means owning a private jet instead of flying first class on commercial airlines. As an old money that controls the kind of wealth that many would never see or experience in their lifetime, the billionaire often rents private jets to travel within and outside the country, prioritizing his comfort, privacy, and luxury lifestyle. However, it appears the power tycoon had a change of heart. Perhaps his son Davido, who travels frequently as expected of a big-time entertainer, convinced the industrialist to open his wallet and spend some on a private jet. In August 2018, Davido announced the purchase of the private jet worth $35 million on social media, getting his fans and haters all excited. 2 years later, the music star again announced that his father had gotten yet another private jet. On March 1st, 2020, the sensational crooner shared a photo of his father sitting in the cockpit of his newly acquired jet. "Congrats, Daddy, on our new baby," he posted on the X app. According to the publisher Dele Momodu, the luxury jet is a 19-seater Bombardier Global Express 6000 worth over $62 million. Fast forward to April 2024, Davido announced the acquisition of another luxury jet, a tear rubber Bombardier 7500, which costs about $81 million. This jet is believed to be the singer's first privately owned jet, and the one he took for a spin, which many assumed was his, reportedly belonged to his father. Dr. Adedeji Adelek also owns several luxurious houses in Lagos, London, and Atlanta, US. The CEO of Pacific Holdings owns a mansion on Esther Adeleke Street in Lekki Phase 1, the family's primary residence. In March 2017, Davido gave fans a tour of the luxurious, tastefully furnished and massive family home fitted with elevators to allow easy movement. In June 2023, Davido and his cousin, B-Red, confirmed that the lavish residence was also wholly fitted with the best gadgets on the market, revealing how they stole 20 large flat TVs to fund and start their music career.
Let me call Dave, say, David, guy, you guys para, we guys vex. We have to rebel. If you don't want to rebel, we no go blow. I went to David's father's house. I busted the door with my leg. Bah! I said, David, let's go. I smear David sold 20 television in his father's house. 30K in our hand. Not waiting to use gold.
Wait.
According to Davido during an interview with Real 92.3 FM in May 2023, the mansion is worth a whopping $60 million, which makes us wonder how much it is worth today. Sometimes in July 2019, some part of the house was gutted by fire. Still, the billionaire businessman swiftly renovated the family home, giving it a much better and more modern exterior and interior. Davido's father reportedly gifted him a $1.5 million home in the plush neighborhood to acknowledge his last-born child's adulthood and independence. Dr. Adedeji Adelek is also a big-time collector of fast, luxurious vintage cars. Like his son Davido, the billionaire rides only in the finest automobiles, befitting his status. In October 2023, the business magnate was captured in a video giving Davido and Chioma's twins their first ride in his tasteful Bentley in Atlanta, US.
This are mommy and this are daddy. Grandpa is the photographer. Hello Atlanta, hello world. We're having our first car ride in Grandpa's.
Besides traveling, the billionaire enjoys playing lawn tennis, reading, and writing. When he's not doing any of this, Deji loves throwing lavish parties for his children and grandchildren, as we have seen in the case of Davido's children, including the twins who had a birthday bash in the Atlanta family home to celebrate their first birthday. Having money is one thing, and being a giver is another. Dr. Adeleke appears to be both. In 1996, he established a non-for-profit non-governmental organization called Springtime Development Foundation (SDF) to sponsor Nigeria's poor and oppressed citizens through higher education. His bosom friend, Oba Adedokun Abolarin, the Orangun of Okela Aroyinkeye 1 in Osun State, spoke with the cable in July 2020, and they revealed that Dr. Adeleke was a big-time philanthropist who prefers to give privately. He paid the school fees of over 2,000 students annually in different parts of the world. Then he said, "Why can't I just start a university?" That was why he started the Adeleke University, to fund the education of the less privileged. Between 1/3 and half of the university students' population is on a scholarship, the monarch revealed. According to the monarch, the billionaire businessman held on the mantra that whatever I do for anyone is between me and my God. This appears believable, given how the easygoing tycoon has tried to bring Davido's baby mama, Sophia Mamadou, around and take up his son's financial and parental responsibility while remaining humble and quiet about it. On August 18, 2024, however, the chairman of Pacific Holdings made the news following a remarkable act of philanthropy. Dr. Adedeji Adelek donated 1 billion naira to the Naira Centenary Endowment Fund of the Cherubim and Seraphim CNS Church. The donation, announced during a Thanksgiving service in honor of the Osun State Governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke, was in memory of his late mother, Esther Adeleke, who held the revered title of Senior Mother in Israel within the church.
One contributes to the endowment fund, Sentinel Endowment Fund, sum of 1 billion naira.
What do you think about Dr. Adeleke, the family patriarch, his educational background, business acumen, wealth, and personal lifestyle? Do you agree that he is humble despite his level of wealth? Do you think he got rich by riding the back of corruption? Or do you see hard work and talent? Finally, what do you think about his silent philanthropy? Do you agree that he is a true giver?
Let's head to the comment section to share our opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your loved ones. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. It's Tikud here, and I'll see you again soon.
One is my everything. And that's why when you look at him, when you see both of us together, our relationship is beyond husband and wife.
In Lagos, there is money, and then there is old money. The Okoyas are one of the wealthiest families in the center of excellence with old money. They are famously known as the House of Gold. The Okoya family dynasty owns the world-famous Eleganza Group of Companies, boasting a net worth running into hundreds of millions of dollars. This kind of wealth never finishes but multiplies from generation to generation. It's no surprise that the Okoyas, headed by the family patriarch Chief Razak Okoya and his youngest wife Dr. Shade Okoya, are famous for ruling the Lagos social and economic scene with their superior business acumen and flair for fashion, style, extravaganza, and of course, eleganza. In recent years, the Okoyas, who have lived a luxurious lifestyle among the elite and Lagos high society, have been catching attention on social media. They flaunt their lavish mansion, world-class industrial estates, expensive fashion taste, fine dining, and luxurious trips abroad, leaving us captivated.
This is my favorite item in the room. I like it because it shows hard work, and I'm so very proud.
However, nothing compares to the growing fascination with the family matriarch, Shade Okoya. In her late 40s, she looks like a Barbie doll and is always impeccably dressed. Rumor has it that Shade is the ultimate Nigerian influencer who also popularized the rich auntie vibes, with others learning from her. We've learned that appearances can be deceiving. Despite Shade's seemingly delicate and self-absorbed demeanor, she is actually a much more formidable woman than people realize. Moreover, her doll-like appearance conceals a history that is largely unknown.
My husband is my own backbone, and I pray for him. He lives well. God will grant him many more years. He looks well. I've always given him all the respect he wants, and I will never do anything to tarnish his name. I will never. He knows that. He trusts in me.
There is indeed a lot to discover about the Okoya family. Get ready with your popcorn and drinks because we're about to amaze you.
Hello guys, it's Tico here for African Glitz.
There's no doubt that my love for her is forever. And there's no doubt she's making me very, very happy.
Billionaire industrialist Chief Razak Okoya, also known as the Ààrẹ of Lagos, is the founder and chairman of Eleganza Group of Companies and Rao Investment Property Company. With a market spanning across Nigeria and Western Africa, the companies are among the most successful in Nigeria. Okoya reportedly boasts a net worth of $650 million. Unlike many billionaires in Nigeria, the 84-year-old tycoon is the definition of building wealth from the ground up. In fact, Chief Okoya was born without a silver spoon into the Tiamiu Ayinde Okoya family of Lagos Island, Isale Eko. In his formative years, the industrialist attended Ansarudin Primary School in Okepopo, which was his only formal schooling, as he dropped out following his graduation. In school, I could see my teacher in worn and often shabby clothes, and at the same time I could see the well-dressed businessman of Dosumo Street, the heart of business in Lagos. It was easy for me to choose business life, he told Ventures Africa in 2014. As a primary school dropout, the Ààrẹ of Lagos worked in his father's tailoring business and then started his own business after a while, after which he was able to save £20. With an additional £50 from his mother and his father's blessing, the billionaire started an importation business, which was largely successful. But it wasn't until he started a jewelry business that he saw what real wealth looks like. According to the business tycoon, his first wife, Kuburat Okoya, was obsessed with jewelry that she sourced outside the country for outrageous prices. After learning that Nigeria was rich in iron ore, which is readily available, the businessman kickstarted a jewelry business that marked the birth of the national conglomerate known today as Eleganza Group. Under Chief Okoya's leadership, the company has expanded into plastic manufacturing, producing a wide range of goods, including cutlery, cutleries, chairs, food warmers, ice chests, electric fans, cosmetics, diapers, and ballpoint pens. Its products are household names in Nigeria and in neighboring African markets. Eleganza boasts factory locations in Oregun-Ikeja, Isolo, Alaba, Igomu, and it directly employs over 5,000 Nigerians and non-Nigerians. In addition, the Okoyas Eleganza Group boasts investment in real estate through Rao Property Investment Company. Unlike many businessmen who built their companies with government contracts and courted politicians who helped them cut corners, Razak Okoya is one of the few people who has successfully run a business independent of politics for decades. I keep to myself. I do not look at other people. I am content with myself. I do not look for cheap money. I am not interested in contracts and do not expose myself to intrigues and politics, he told Venture Africa, explaining why he barely has any political scandal. But you all know that Nigerian saying, something must kill a man. For Chief Razak Okoya, women are a hill he is ready to die on. During his youth, he was a famous chronic womanizer. Hence, it's no surprise he has married no less than 6 wives in his lifetime. However, only 2 of his wives are popular. The first is Kuburat Okoya, his first wife, who had 7 children with him. The second is Shade Okoya, his youngest wife, who is not just popular but now world famous. Shade Okoya, born Shade Adeleke in April 25, 1977, is from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, but was raised in Ojuelegba, Lagos State. Shade obtained a national diploma in banking and finance from Lagos State Polytechnic before proceeding to the University of Lagos, where she obtained a bachelor's degree in sociology. As you may have guessed, Shade didn't come from a rich background. Rumor has it that during her days at Unilad, she looked for glucose guidance to keep up with her bills, which is how she met Razak Okoya, famous for sleeping with women of easy virtue. In 1999, the business tycoon, who was 59 years old at the time, promoted 21-year-old Shade from a side chick to his sixth wife. Following the marriage, many thought the university graduate would be reduced to another housewife and that, in a matter of time, Chief Okoya would marry a much younger woman. Interestingly, the Barbie doll beauty didn't just become his last bus stop, she also became his favorite wife and co-business partner.
But I didn't know him much. I love you with all my heart. I love you.
According to the area of Lagos, Shade attained this status because she has proven to be loyal and hardworking. Beyond the beauty's looks and flair for fashion, Shade is the secret behind the continuous advancement of her husband's company. Due to Chief Razak Okoya's old age, the company suffered a setback some years back, but by a stroke of genius, the business made a massive rebound, with Shade running Eleganza Industrial City Limited as the managing director and chief executive officer.
When I wake up in the morning, I go to the factory from Monday to Friday. I usually work on Saturday before for half day, but with Nigeria's social circle now that we have, so there's always one event or the other. In the Eleganza Industrial City Limited, we have over 10 factories working now with different products, yes. It's an household community. In every household, you will find something that is being produced by Eleganza.
The company currently sits on a 35 hectares land at kilometer 68 Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos, and has expanded their product portfolio under her leadership. Of course, there has been a power tussle within the family between the wives, the patriarch's siblings, and his one-time favorite daughter, Biola, but it looks like Shade is the better chess player and has come out on top. This day newspaper was particular about the fact that the philanthropist is now the heartbeat of Razak Okoya's dynasty. Chief Razak Okoya and Shade Okoya, named Nigeria's manufacturing power couple by Forbes Africa in 2019, are blessed with 4 children: Olamide Rahida Okoya, Onyelola Okoya, Shubomi Okoya, and Wahab Okoya. According to Wahab, the last-born and arguably the most handsome of his siblings, they are all involved in running the company, so they can be prepared to take over in the future.
And my mom, I feel like she helps my dad to achieve his goals. So they kind of work like together. So when I grow up as an adult, I'd like to take up my dad's personality in the household. So I really like how he handles everything.
In April 2024, 84-year-old Razak Okoya and 47-year-old Shade Okoya celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary. And best believe that the power couple are aging gracefully. In this viral video of them participating in a viral challenge, the businesswoman described her man as a ride or die.
That's just how we roll.
The significant and outlandish Oluwanishola, the Lord Creates Wealth estate, along the Lekki-Aja Expressway is the primary residence of the Okoyas. Those who were opportune to gain entry and view the estate beyond its high walls and gate described it as the Garden of Eden. Others call it the expatriates' garden, given the high number of expatriates and wealthy foreigners who live within the estates. At a time when Nigeria hadn't experienced much urbanization, Oluwanishola was one of the few estates that had uninterrupted power supply. It is a one-of-a-kind estate and the Okoya's residence is within it. The stately mansion, also known as the House of Gold, has over 30 bedrooms and is famous for its authentic gold interior decor. It boasts marble floors, central air conditioning, a sauna, lush gardens, a billiard room, a tennis court, swimming pools, and expensive sculptures.
Very clean, you know, to change life. Eh, cool, Connie. Since I pay some at least, ele ma $50,000. Ma lota funcha bukiya ba. Je bechare.
According to Bella Naija, the music video for the band's 2019 hit song, Suddenly, was shot at Chief Razak Okoya's Oluwanishola estate, which at the time was a hot location for shooting videos about wealth.
We are suddenly step in the club, they are loving me. Standing so quiet, they're touching me.
Sometime in August 2024, Wahab Okoya, the youngest son of Shade Okoya, gave his TikTok fans a peek into the family estate, showcasing an elevator that runs through all parts of the house, a bowling room, and an exquisite formal dinner and ballroom for parties and get-togethers. But if you think you have seen it all, the interior of Shade Okoya's bathroom will shock you. In April 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, the successful businesswoman showed off the interior of a bathroom, which looked as big as a 3-bedroom apartment in Lagos. Indeed spectacular. In addition to the palatial mansion in the heart of Lagos, the Okoyas own another home in London. Although not quite as big, it is no less exquisite than their Lagos residence. Featuring similar gold interior decor, several housekeepers, and a garage packed with luxurious cars.
I'm sure Okoya, of course I have 2 of the same shirts. I'm sure Okoya, of course I'm 6'7". Show me Okoya, of course I eat Nigerian food.
You may have heard that no one lives a luxurious lifestyle better than the Okoya. Of course, before Shade joined the family, they were what we would call subtle. But as a beauty in her prime who had just come into wealth, the businesswoman wouldn't be quiet about the luxury she could afford. The mother of 4 plunged into high society, showcasing class and luxury with outlandish and fashionable jewelry and style. Initially, the Lagos elite refused to welcome her into the fold because she didn't belong. To them, Shade was just an Omogeto who had no business interacting with the 1% of the 1%. The Unilag graduate was also who we would call the Regina Daniels of her time, going by the 37-year gap between her and her husband. Tongues were wagging, and people talked like they had when Gina married Ned Nwoko. It was not too long before the Eleganza Group CEO began to attract media attention for her elegance and style, gracing the front cover of Ovation magazine, Encomium, City People, Instagazina, and many more. The media began to court trendy and sophisticated Shade, who started throwing the best parties in Lagos. In no time, everyone wanted to be associated with the Okoya, who commands attention with only her presence. Oh yes, Shade Okoya is the real definition of class and leader of all the baddies in Nigeria, always maintaining beauty even at 47. Beyond her stylish persona, Shade Okoya also won the hearts of many for her business acumen and big heart, which she has displayed in her philanthropic works. This has earned her several honorary degrees and titles, including the Bewaji of Lagos, Otun Are Iyalaje of Ajironland, Yeye Oge of Epeland, and Ajishewa of Okiono-Egba. Besides throwing lavish parties in Nigeria, the Okoyas also get to sit, wine, and dine with royals worldwide. In May of 2019, Chief Razak Okoya and Shade Okoya casually joined several world-renowned celebrities to dine and hang out with Queen Elizabeth II of England during the royal garden party at Buckingham Palace. More recently, in May of 2024, the couple were seen casually hanging out with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle at the Delboro Hotel in Victoria Island, Lagos during their visit to Nigeria. Wahab Okoya, who has been given his growing 140,000 followers on TikTok the cost of his lifestyle, is fond of showing off the other ways the family spend their money. In December of 2022, the family flew to Las Vegas to celebrate the season. In July of 2023, the family's youngest son shared videos from prom night with his classmate at the Oriental Hotel. Wahab, who won Best Dressed at the event, was graduating from Children's International School at Lekki Phase 1, one of the most expensive schools in Lagos, with a British curriculum and 3.5 million tuition.
Lifestyle Cost Part 3.
Wahab recently showed off his mother's impressive walk-in closet filled with hundreds of designer bags, shoes, glasses, jewelry, purses, and perfumes.
So you guys have been asking for Shade Okoya to do a wardrobe tour. Finally convinced us to stay tuned.
Still on its lifestyle cost, Wahab has also shown off the expensive cars in the family residence with number plates customized for individual family members. It features a range of vintage luxury cars and more modern, sophisticated automobiles.
This one is my dad's car.
Okay.
I don't know why he got red, but it's red. Family car.
Okay.
As you may have guessed, the Okoyas rarely get to drive any of these cars as they are chauffeured everywhere. The family residence boasts several housekeepers at their beck and call. Regardless, the sophisticated Shade Okoya likes to cook for her husband by herself. Just when we thought the Okoyas were showing off too much on social media, Shubomi Okoya, the eldest son of Shade Okoya, has been showing more than a lot lately. In this viral video, Shubomi, who graduated from Lancaster University in July 2024, bragged that he only eats at fancy restaurants, takes a limo everywhere, and wears Burberry designer fashion.
I'm Shubomi Okoya. I take a limo everywhere. I'm Shubomi Okoya. I only eat at fancy restaurants. I'm Shubomi Okoya. Of course, I only wear Burberry.
Of course, many have been reacting to Okoya's recent online presence and ostentation of generational wealth. Some have said they're doing it to promote their multi-billion naira business, but according to some people, they just want to be as popular as the Otedolas, Adelekes, and others. Reacting, a TikTok user wrote, "Life is vanity, but I still want this kind of vanity." Also reacting, a user prayed fervently. I don't even know what to say, but I don't want to die poor, oh Lord. Referring to Shade Okoya, a user wrote, "She's on nobody's level. From the good old Ovation days till this day, Shade reigns supreme." Another user added, "This closet boutique is someone else's dream boutique. There are levels for every person in this world, so never compare your life with others. But true, I no go buy these things even if I have the money." One wrote, "There is this reservation that Okoya is conservative. It's not true. They have been covering the front pages of magazines and TV shows since I was little. The wealth has always been on display. The kids have just taken another dimension with TikTok and new social media." Tell us guys, what do you think about the Okoya's wealth and luxurious lifestyle? Do you agree they have the kind of generational wealth that does not finish but multiplies? What do you think of Shade Okoya and her children's outlandish and lavish lifestyle? Finally, do you think they are the wealthiest family in Lagos?
My generation will forever be grateful to him. My children will forever be grateful to him. And I just pray that God will help us to be able to see to what we intend to do for him.
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like, and share. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.